are back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So, Nicki Minaj's Facebook page was teasing a collaboration with Murder Beats and Rich the Kid, okay? And a snippet of the song has leaked online. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but let's take a listen.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I had to wake him up just like a little bit of coffee.
Okay, the snippet kind of sounds fire. I'm a little bit worried about if this song is dated, okay? Because no shade, nobody cares about Rich the Kid. I wonder if she can replace Rich the Kid with Thugger. If she can replace Rich the Kid with Thugger, this is going to be a banger, okay? If she's able to do that, I don't know, because it might not be her record. But if she's able to do that, it's going to be a banger. Rich the Kid, to me, is low-key trash. I hate to say it. But Rich the Kid, to me, is low-key trash. I would prefer Thugger or somebody else on the record. But the beat sounds fire. So I am definitely intrigued. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on from that, the top 3 most streamed female rappers in 2025 so far: Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, and Doechii. It is really Doechii's year. She done surpassed Cardi B and Megan when it came to streams. Didn't Megan just release 2 albums? And honestly, another fire collaboration would be like a Nicki Minaj and Doechii. And y'all can lie and say y'all wouldn't be here for it, because y'all would. If Nicki Minaj ever publicly showed Doechii any type of love, okay, y'all would be like, oh my goodness, I love Doechii, because y'all like to ride waves, okay? I'm already seen the talent before a cosign. I knew who Bia was before a whole lot of money, okay? I don't need an artist or one of my faves to co-sign another artist for me to support them, but I definitely would be here for a Nicki and Doechii collaboration. I think that would be fire, okay? That definitely would shake the room. And y'all can say, oh, well, Doechii unfollowed Nicki Minaj. Yeah, that is true. But Doja Cat did the same thing. She unfollowed Nicki, and Nicki still wanted her on Pink Friday too. Let's be clear. Doja Cat did do the same thing. She unfollowed Nicki, and, unfortunately, she wasn't on Pink Friday too. But Nicki Minaj did ask her to get on Cowgirl. Okay. Now, did Bia get blackballed by Cardi B? Fans are talking about Bia's lackluster career. I like Bia, but her career has literally went nowhere. And last year, she did put out a diss track towards Cardi B. A fan said, and the funny thing is, she thought dissing and coming for Cardi was about to take her career off. But she's still in the same place she's been LMFAO. Okay? Now, that is true. I don't think Bia really thought it was going to really elevate her career. But I do feel like she thought, like, people were really going to F with the diss track. And a lot of people just didn't care. And I think the problem with Bia is that she needs to change her sound. People are kind of bored with her sound. But I did hear that, Cardi B, similar to Champagne Thickums, she had complained about Bia basically leaking the information that Cardi B was cheating on Off the Cheat. Remember, she spilled that tea last year before Cardi B even filed for divorce. And with that being said, remember, Cardi B threatened to sue, if y'all remember.
Bitch, you lying on my fucking pussy. When you lie about my pussy, I'ma sue you, and you gotta come with receipts. And not social media receipts. You gotta come with court receipts. Because one thing you're not gonna do, you're not gonna lie on my pussy, and you're not gonna lie about me stepping out on my shit. There has been so many rumors about me, and I got so many fucking ops. I got bloggers, there's ops.
So as you can see, last year, she did threaten to sue Bia, and allegedly she had complained about Bia to her record label. With that being said, I don't know if that really stalled Bia's career. I feel like Bia's career would have still been in the same place. But I do feel like Cardi B might have a little bit more pull in the industry where she can kind of stop Bia from saying certain things about her. Okay? Just like she has stopped bloggers and she has stopped other people in the industry from saying stuff like JT. I heard, she also has pull strings about JT behind the scenes. So with that being said, though, Cardi B will respond, though, in her new album, allegedly, whenever that comes out, 2028 or 2027, she will respond to Bia, because, her ghostwriter in Partisan Fontaine, she got more than one, allegedly. They have to get the record right. Now, with that being said, fans are calling out Gorilla Glue and Scratch Off's Procedure music video views. It's probably at 1 million right now, but 2 days ago it was only at 900,000. And then Cardi B and Partisan Fontaine, their music video was only at 700,000. And fans are, calling out a lot of the general public that said, Nicki Minaj is over and the new girls are winning. I feel like the only new girl really winning right now is Doechii. Okay? And then, it would be obviously Doja Cat, who kind of has already been in the game, and then obviously the Queen Nicki. But I don't really feel like anybody else is really winning in female rap. And I do feel like eventually female rap is going to completely die because there's too many female rappers that sound exactly the same. Male rappers, even the ones that are on top, they don't all sound the same. Kendrick don't sound like J. Cole. J. Cole don't sound like Drake. Drake don't sound like Lil Baby. Young Thug don't sound like Future. They sound similar, but not exactly the same. There's too many of the female rappers that sound exactly the same, and that's probably the issue. Now, moving on from that, Queen B, Kelly, and Michelle all link up her real friends. Y'all be saying anybody is Queen B's friends, and that's not the case. That's one thing I want to address. When I was doing my video yesterday for Shakira and Queen B and how Shakira copied Queen B openly, people were saying, oh, Shakira and Beyonce are friends. They're not friends, okay? Associates, industry friends, but her real girls are Michelle and Kelly, okay? Those are the people she talks to probably on a daily or weekly basis. I know that for a fact. She does not mess with these industry hoes. Okay? Because some of them, not all of them, not talking about Shakira, but a lot of these industry hoes, have slept with her husband or tried to sleep with her husband. So Queen B don't mess with a lot of these industry thoughts. But I'm not talking about Shakira, I'm just saying in general. But with that being said, Queen B and Kelly and Michelle linked up for Kelly's birthday, and they all look amazing. Kelly looks really good. She's 44. She looks really, really good. Queen B looks amazing per usual, and even Michelle Williams looks good. Okay, they aging like wine and not like milk. Now, moving on from that, Cowboy Carter is currently predicted to jump 2 more spots to number 17 on Billboard's 200 album chart, okay? Since the success of her winning album of the year. And she is currently going on a world tour in the next few months. So Queen B winning. And I'm hearing, even though she's not doing a lot of shows, that she could easily gross $200 million, from the 30 or 25 shows that she's doing. She's easily gonna gross $200 million for the Cowboy Carter tour. So congratulations to Queen B on that. Now, moving on to Doechii's Now is a River. It has sold over 500,000 units in the US. I don't really care for that song like that. I like Nissan Altima. That's my song. Okay, I love that record. That's a song where if she get like a Doja Cat or Nicki on a remix, that shit finna blow up. That shit gonna head straight to number 1. That's an easy top 10 for Doechii. If she call up Doja Cat or Nicki Minaj to do the remix to Nissan Altima, easy top 10 or number 1. Now, her and Doja Cat already got a collaboration in stash. Okay? They already got a collaboration in the stash. But I feel like Nicki, these are the female rappers she got to work with. Like a Doechii. Okay? The ones with talent. Sexy Red and Ice Spice, they were cute, but look how far it got you with the Ice Spice situation. That was a mess. Okay? Doechii has talent and she's not messy. You can clearly see she's not messy. She could be messy and throw shots, especially since she already had unfollowed Nicki Minaj, but she doesn't need that to sell records. Scratch Off, Cardi B, Megan, they need to beef with Nicki Minaj to sell. Doechii don't really need to do that. Now, moving on from that, Kendrick Lamar reaches a new peak of 93.3 monthly listeners on Paylify, extending his record as the rapper with the most in history. He is currently gaining around 2 million new listeners every day. I thought y'all said the Super Bowl halftime show was trash. If it was so trash, why are you guys listening to Kendrick Lamar and increasing his streams and numbers on the charts? I thought since it was so trash and how he makes slave music, according to a lot of the people in the general public, y'all wouldn't be tuning into his new music. What is going on? Okay? So this kind of proves that, one, what I've been saying, that Kendrick Lamar is the king of rap, and that a lot of y'all only hate on social media. It has clearly been proven that Kendrick Lamar is a talented individual and that he's the hottest rapper out right now. Okay? Even before the Super Bowl, he was like at 80 million listeners. So y'all can't really say, oh, well, it's just because he dissed Drake, because multiple albums are seeing an increase in streams. It's just not like us. Not Like Us is not even the only successful record that is gonna chart next week on the Hot 100. There's multiple records that are gonna chart for Kung Fu Kenny. So y'all need to start giving him his tons. Now, underground rapper Freddie Gibbs. Okay, I wonder if he's the rapper that doodled on himself. Was he the rapper that doodled on himself in public, or is that a different rapper? But anyway, he accused Champagne Thickums and Party Next Door of copying his album title. Now, we're going to get into the Champagne Thickums and Party Next Door album reveal. Okay? But he said, damn, they even stole the rabbits too. I'm flattered. Okay? So, in 2022, he put out Sold Separately album with a bunch of dollar signs, and allegedly he feels like Champagne Thickums has copied him with Some Sexy Songs for You album. Okay? And they both have bunnies as promotion for, the albums. Okay? Here's the thing though. I feel like, no shade, Champagne Thickums does have that reputation of taking from other artists. He did it with Smino. Okay, remember he took Smino's style. Hell, he doesn't even write his raps, okay? Let's not forget The Weeknd writing multiple songs on Take Care. Okay, that's public information. And then on top of that, Quentin Miller. Okay, he done ruined Quentin Miller's career because Quentin Miller was writing for him. And Meek Mill basically exposed that. So, I mean, Champagne Thickums, he does have like that Queen Bee reputation of taking from other artists. And there's nothing people can really do about it. Now, on top of that, a man named John River also said that Party Next Door and Champagne Thickums copied his art cover. Okay? So let me know if you agree with John River, if you feel like he has a lawsuit that he can do against Champagne Thickums. I'll be honest with you, I think Champagne Thickums and Party Next Door, their art cover still looks better. Okay, his art cover look a little bit cheap. Their art cover obviously looks like money was put behind it. Now, moving on from that, Champagne Thickums was taking some shots in a few records that he dropped with Party Next Door. Okay, in Greedy, he said, I've been a nice guy. People I've done right by flipped on me, but girl is all right. Not surprised by nothing. I just take it in stride. On the bright side, everyone on my side, they still got their love and their pride. Okay? And then in the song Raining in Houston, he said, these guys would die to see me losing, my love. The hate from this year alone is confusing. I can't see things getting much smoother, my love, okay? And then, and Give Me a Hug, he took some shots at Joe Budden. He said, Melissa Ford, you a legend from the 6. Hate to see you with a D sucker. He also said, 21, you the only, and we're checking on me when we really in some ish, brother. He also said the elimination of Champagne Thickums is fake intimidation. F-rap beef, I'm trying to get the party lit. Funny how it's only B-word niggas waiting on the boys' obituary. Cause if I die, then these N-words become the sole beneficiary. And what the F are they gonna do with it? Small fish making kids feel emotions, using you for promotion. Truer words have never been spoken. Ish about to be a lit summer. They be dropping ish, but we dropping harder ish. Edwards hating on the boy for sure. The women, they be in love. I appreciate the fans rocking with me. He also said head of the girls up at the 29 on stage twerking with a dictionary. And Brian Steele, he said, broski just hit me. Put all the beef to the side. I can't. I'm heated right now, N-word. Want me? I'm vegan now. Evil eyes were staring at me and I see it now. 25 deep when they walking me out because too many coochies been effing with me. That was in Brian Steele, okay? Overall, I don't know why I was expecting more from this album. Maybe it was my high expectations considering the loss he took in 2024. But I don't even understand how you can do a song called Brian Steele and not have Young Thug on the record. That was his lawyer. You had nothing to do with the case. See, this is why people think you're a culture vulture. Like, how are you going to put out a song called Brian Steele and post the judge that was on his case and then not have Thugger on the record? That don't even make sense. And then he's sampling Ice Spice, and I'm like, why Ice Spice? Why not Foxy, Kim, or Nicki? Ice Spice is mid, but so is the album. The album is kind of mid to me too. The Weeknd did better. It wasn't even better than GNX, okay? It wasn't a rap album completely, but I'd rather listen to GNX in The Weeknd if I have to be completely honest. A lot of these songs, not all of them, but some of these songs sound like scraps. You know, like songs he already had in the stash and he just decided to put them out. And then on top of that, it's like the same flows, the same type of music that he always make. I don't understand how he could take shots after losing a rap beef. That's another thing. I don't think it's smart for Champagne Thickums to put out a rap record and start throwing subliminals when you lost a rap beef. Okay? You can't throw subliminals no more. You need to always do the act. That's just me though. So I'm not crazy about this album. I don't know if I would call it trash, but I don't see myself just listening to this album. I'd rather just listen to the Party Next Door. I might as well. Now, Selena also released a single with her ugly ass boyfriend. What's his name? Benny Blanco. And the song was trash. The song was completely boring and garbage. And they got a whole album of this type of music, okay? I don't even understand why Selena is still doing music. You're a billionaire. You don't need to, okay? Just do Rare Beauty and acting because the music never really gives. This also was a chop, in my opinion, okay? Selena, this is really bad. Now, moving on to Sabrina Carpenter, I'm going to have to give Selena and Sabrina Donkey of the Day. Only because I feel like they didn't have to release music. Sabrina put out a very successful album, and she doing the same thing SZA's doing, putting out scraps for deluxe because they money hungry. That's what it's given. Okay? I'm like, these songs sound like scraps, and then the Please, Please, Please remix was trash. Okay, I was really looking forward to that. Sabrina should have called up the Chart Obsessed Racist, if we're being completely honest, because the Please 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 remix was garbage with Dolly on it. And there's really no shade. And then, Bad Reviews is not too bad of a song, but these sound like scrap records that didn't make the original album. That's what it gives. I'm tired of artists doing that. Don't do that with the deluxe. If you're going to put out scrap music, just put it on SoundCloud or something, okay? Because it just feels like y'all overhyped to sell trash. And then, Selena, she didn't even really need to release music. I don't understand why Benny Blanco's trying to profit off of her. You're with a billionaire. You probably don't pay no bills. Just chill. Because that single was boring and it was garbage too. Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to have to give Sabrina and Selena Donkey of the Day. It wasn't a good Friday for music. It feels like everything is kind of mid. But it's like, after you listen to like The Weeknd, who dropped GNX, the people that put out solid projects, even Gorilla Glue, your standards are going to be a little bit higher. Okay. And I just feel like, for an album, or a deluxe album, I'm expecting excellent top tier music. Okay. And that's not what I got from Champagne Thickums and Party and Sabrina and Selena. And it's really no shade. Now, moving on to Riri. She brought her children to A$AP Rocky's closing arguments for his trial. So we will find out the verdict pretty soon if, A$AP Rocky goes to jail or not, okay? Hopefully not, because he does have 2 children, possibly 3. And, we don't want him in jail, I don't care for A$AP the colorist, but I don't know if I think he deserves full-fledged jail time, maybe probation. But with that being said, though, bringing the children there is not going to change the jury's mind, okay, or the judges. Didn't Rihanna, no shade, keep up with the Tory Lanez case? He did the same thing, brought his child there every single day, tried to act like a family man. And it still didn't work, okay? So, this is the oldest trick in the book. And mind you, you're not even married to that man, okay? So, a lot of them white people are judging you, saying you're a baby mama as a billionaire. You're supposed to be doing better than this. They're probably judging you versus having sympathy for you, just like on social media. I don't think that the juries are sympathizing with Rihanna, okay? So, nice try, but I don't think that's going to work. You might want to call up Camel Face and see if he can change the verdict. That's what I would do. Call up Camel Face and say, please don't send A$AP to jail. Okay? And see if he do it. But anyway, happy Valentine's Day. I have some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description, and have a great day.